and welcome back to my YouTube. I know this is a little different than what I've uploaded before, but I have thought about this video for about 4 to 5 days now, and I really just wanted to go ahead and finally just do it. It's a little different than what I've uploaded before, because that's mostly been, stream uploads and Minecraft content, but I have been fully immersed in Disney Dreamlight Valley, just like probably most of us have. I've hit over 100 hours, fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at that, and I just wanted to share from the perspective of a previously burned out Animal Crossing player how I am preventing myself from burning out in Disney Dreamlight Valley. So let's go ahead and hop into the game, and let me just show you some things that I have been doing in this game. There are some things that I simply just do every single day, and a lot of that is made a lot easier by a planner page that I actually made, came out with, and released for free on gumroad.com. The link will be in the description of this video when it does go live. And pretty much what it just is it has some fast tasks, and it has tasks for every single area, assuming you have not gone ahead and moved your trees and stuff. I have, and I'll get into kind of just what I do throughout the day to kind of keep me going, because I do play it for hours on it, and I still haven't gotten to that point of feeling like I'm doing too much to keep myself entertained like I used to with Animal Crossing. So let's go ahead and we'll talk about some of that. First things first, there's a big difference with Dreamlight Valley and Animal Crossing in regards to items and storage. In Animal Crossing, you just open up this giant list of things and you kind of pick them out from their categories. Dreamlight Valley is not so much in that regard, of course. So I've actually taken the time to go ahead and organize my storage spaces based on just a few kind of categories. So these 3 chests here are all the flowers in the valley. I'm slowly working on getting 50 of each, because that's the max stack size. And once I have 50 of each, I'll go ahead and I'll sell the extras. This kind of keeps me on my toes for collecting and making sure I kind of have everything. Like gems, I don't know if I'll ever have 50 of each, but I definitely have 1 of each, except for I think a shiny diamond. I have it all kind of set up here in this little like storage attic, where I put down some of the store items or Pixar items or reward items that I've gotten. In this section here, you will see all of my cooking ingredients, and that's in all of these. And I have some fish. I'm actually going to be expanding this by 1 more chest soon, maybe 2, and starting to collect every fish. Over here, I have crystals and some of the quest items that I still have for some reason that didn't go away or can't be used, which is okay. I just have a spot for them for now. And then just some extra crafting ingredients. So doing this has really helped me have a reason to go through each day and collect everything without feeling like I'm overwhelming myself in everything that I have to do. I just kind of nonchalantly do it. And it's really been nice. Now, you'll notice that my house isn't perfect. My attic is kind of plain and very against the wall. My bedroom is a mishmash of kind of everything. But there's one room that I really like that's coming along so far, and it's my kitchen. So, something that I'm doing here that I didn't do in Animal Crossing, and I know a few of us are guilty of, is I'm only focusing on small areas to decorate, and really, I don't want to say push the envelope because this isn't like intricately decorated or anything, but It's one of my areas of focus, and I really wanted a kitchen that when I walked in the door, I could get to the stove, even though I just got stuck on that counter. We're gonna ignore that for right now. And also has some of like my favorite Disney things around. Like I saw Aurora's cake when we were at Remy's, and I had to have one out. So I came in here, dropped it, went into furniture, moved it onto the counter, and now I have Aurora's cake. Totally to scale. I've got Ratatouille because it's iconic. But yeah, so in my house in Animal Crossing, I went room to room to room, and I decorated every single one of them to like the max perfection. Now, I know in Dreamlight Valley, I haven't really had the opportunity to get everything that I could ever need to decorate, but still, I have enough where I could do something that looks okay in here. But as of right now, I don't have that mental push to kind of have the quote unquote perfect island that I never achieved because I got too overwhelmed. I mean, another part of that is I currently can't take these plates off the table because there's a bug with them, and I can't remove the table because of that. But otherwise, that's kind of what I have here. And there's actually a room hidden behind this fireplace that I'm not going to use because I want this to be a living room with a fireplace, and I unlocked the room just to get the next floor. So, yeah. Now, one thing that I make sure before I leave my house every day to do is I grab the foods for all the animals. And I usually grab 3, but I only grabbed 2 today. I hope that's not going to bite me in the butt. We'll find that out when we get over there. But that's definitely something that I think of as going ahead and feeding the creatures. So we have stuff for foxes, rabbits, squirrels, I almost said chipmunks, raccoons, sunbirds, turtles, and crocodiles. So I have it all on me for when I come across them, but I'm not going to go rush out and just go grab and do all of those at once and get all done at once. I actually take my time in each area and enjoy those areas. And again, in Animal Crossing, I knew exactly, like, I was going to go do all of my crops, and I was going to go hit all of the rocks, and I was going to go pick up all of the twigs. And I don't necessarily do that the same way that I used to. Because a lot of our islands were separated by sections, much like Dreamlight Valley is. So I wanted to actually make sure that I'm taking the time to enjoy them in a way. So what I'll do is, like, I don't want this flower there. Obviously, I don't want oregano in my yard. And I'll go around and I will just, just pick up a little bit here and there. These flowers are here on purpose because you can actually decorate with the flowers if you put them down like this. So what I do is when I've collected some that I like, I'll drop them, and then you can pick them up and move them around and end up decorating with them. So like this flower, I know it's gonna go here, and we give it a little turn just so it's a little different, and bam. And I'll talk about the outdoor decorating here in a little bit too, so don't worry, we'll get there. So like, I see a squirrel, and I know I haven't fed it today, so I'm gonna take my time to maybe not chase it so much. I don't want to chase it into my garden because my garden is purely, this one is decorative. But, oh look, squirrel. So we can get one of them fed. And get our little present. And pop that open. Nice little life heart, I'm assuming that's from Wreck-It Ralph. Now, I have, also, since we've come across Maui, I have max friendship with almost everybody. I did push a little bit in the beginning because I was really engrossed in the storyline, and I really, really wanted to get my fill of the characters. but I did slow down quite a bit, actually. Like with Ursula, when it was close to her level 10, I just fed her gems until she hit 10. And I backed off from doing that on the rest of the characters. I think I had like 4 or 5 after her that I didn't like overload and feed with gems, just so that I could continue enjoying it and have something to look forward to each day. But even though I max,
tell her Maui says you're welcome.
I will absolutely let her know, Maui. But even though I max friendship with them, if I come across someone, I'll talk to them in the day. And the reason for that is because a lot of them have some little character story tidbits. And it's really cool to just sit there and talk to your favorite Disney character, or any of the Disney characters. I learned that Mickey's favorite job was when he worked on the steamboat because him and Minnie got to work together. And it's just really, really cute to learn that kind of thing. But, so we're at the plaza first. And can I sneak by? No. Okay. Sorry, I just newly decorated that area, this area anyways, last night. So I'm not sure if I could sneak. And I could not, which is fine. So anyways, regarding characters, I will still chat with them daily. Or whenever it's available, really. I will mine the rocks as we go along. Not all of them. If I see a gem poking out, I will at first. Like this had a gem, so I'm grabbing it. But if there's a rock on the ground, it's kind of ruining my aesthetic, so that's gotta go. And I'm always collecting the white and pink ones. That is a flower that I will end up with 2 stacks of, because you need it for a lot of crafting. So yeah, I'll go through, and I will do all of the little bits of cleanup, and just kind of enjoy the areas. And it's a really nice, for me anyways, it's a really nice and relaxing way to just kind of start out my day. When I'm recording this right now, it's actually 8 a.m. I don't know why I woke up this early, and that's okay. Where's my money? What are you doing? But yeah, so I wake up, and I want to just kind of do whatever. Just to relax, wake up, I've got my cup of coffee, and I'm just here to kind of vibe. So the next thing is I'll go to, like, the next area here. And, of course, it's gonna give me a little challenge while I'm recording. Let me get that challenge done. There we go. A little extra coinage, we'll take it. So this is a perfect time to actually talk about money, because I'm next to kind of my money pit at the same time right now anyways. So this is my actual current, could change, but this is my current money pit. Is it gonna show me my money up here? It is. Okay, so in Animal Crossing, the moment I found out I could max out my money, I did. And even while playing it, I regretted it a lot. Any of the advice or tips and tricks that I'm giving are just things that I personally feel. If these don't work for you, that's perfectly fine. I just hope that for anybody who watches this, there is a little nugget of information that just helps you if you had burned out on Animal Crossing, or feel as though you want to keep the magic of Dreamlight Valley alive for as long as possible. Because the roadmap already looks like the game is going to keep, longevity with its updates as it stands. So knowing that, I want to make sure that I don't feel almost like it's a hassle to go back to the game for updates. Like I almost did Animal Crossing. When an update came out, I was like, oh, I guess I gotta play this now just to get my money's worth of it. And I don't want to feel like that. So, anyways, as we're talking about money, um, in Dreamlight Valley, I already know that I could go plant hundreds and hundreds of pumpkins and end up with millions and millions of coins. Now, that information comes in handy if there's something expensive I want to buy, but I'm not going to go ahead and have the money on hand at any given time. By doing that, it forces me, in a way, to have this like garden here. You'll see I didn't even plant a whole thing of canola, but I did plant a lot of it because, and I won't put you through the plant picking montage. But by doing this, now I have something to do the next day. And I do this every night. I'll plant rows and rows of something. It could be carrots, onions, canola, pumpkins. I know that you can min-max what you can do to get money back, but I'm not min-maxing it because I'm forcing myself to enjoy the game. And I'm giving myself reasons to log in each day to play. If I went out and maxed all of my money, I'm going to log in, go to the shop, pick out what I want, and leave. I already went in this morning, and the reason I'm recording this at 8 a.m., I already went into Scrooge's shop and bought like a few things, but I ran out of money, and then I was like, wait a second, I need to not play because I have to record, and in order for me to record, I have to do it before I really like get into the game. So that's why I'm here. But yeah. So in the subject of money, I am not gonna go ahead and flood myself with a whole ton of money just for the sake of having it always on hand. There's almost no reason right now, because it's not like I can go give the money to a friend. It's not like I can go to someone else's stores and buy extra things that they have that I don't. So there isn't necessarily an incentive to overload my pockets like that. And again, gives me a reason to log in each day and play. So we're in our second area here, and in the second area, I apologize ahead of time if there's some spoilers that you may see. I will not be talking or explaining anything in regards to story, so if you see something in here that you haven't unlocked or gotten to in your game yet, I apologize ahead of time. You'll have to look those up elsewhere or wait for another video from me to go ahead and explain those. So, Wally's Garden is another thing, and this kind of ties into Moana's boat too. There are upgrades available for it. I still can upgrade it. Let's see here. I can still upgrade it, it looks like 3 more times. Moana's boat has 1 more upgrade. I have had on hand 150,000 coins at one point in time, but I think I did that because I wanted a bed. And the bed was like 20 or 40k, something like that. I think it was like a bed to dress or something, I don't know. But I could easily, again, go plant a bunch of pumpkins, sell them all, and then from there, upgrade everything to max, and call it a day. But I realized that if I did that, I was going to fall into the Animal Crossing trap of unlocking everything, maxing everything out, like paying for my house and bells in full, upgrading all the stores and shops, etc., and then I wouldn't really have much to do. There's not a huge reason, in my mind, that if I'm doing all those crops over there, as you can see in the distance, for me to upgrade Wally all the way. It's handy, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to take away from things I could be doing. Or things that I could do the next day. So I don't have it upgraded fully. And I don't, like, I was thinking maybe today I'll upgrade Wally or Moana. Last night is what I was thinking those. And I've decided today I'm not going to. Because I don't necessarily need them. But I will stop by Wally every day. I will check the crops if they're available in my daily to-dos and go about it that way. Now, of course, we had to stop for this rock because, hello, Gem. And then, of course, we've got some flowers to pick. But this is honestly how I'm enjoying the game to prevent burnout. Now, I know I talked about Wally and Moana and how I'm not upgrading them fully, and you're going to see as I walk by all of them that all of Goopy's stalls are unlocked. And they are unlocked in full. That is because I want to have access to as many seeds as possible. I don't know if you noticed when we were up by my house, there's a chest next to my house that actually contains seeds for planting that I'm going to move over here when I create a better garden area. Just something aesthetic anyways, so it's not just a bunch of plants. But you'll see that all of these are unlocked in full just because I wanted access to the crops, and I also like that they're all unlocked because then I can go to the areas, and if I'm out and about, I can sell to Goofy. Another reason that I stop and talk to the characters when I see them, and again, I don't do it every time, but I will do it sometimes, is because, I don't know, but there's just something about hearing Elsa say, "Hello, my friend," or Anna asking how I'm doing. Anna actually asked me the other day if I had drank water, and I hadn't yet. And it was just really cute that that was a thing that was in the game. And honestly, just made me really, really happy that that was a thing. So, I am doing everything I can to keep the magic alive for me in this game. Oh, and you'll notice that I didn't find the bunnies yet. I'm probably gonna go back at some point today and do that, but this is like my reminder. But yeah, that row at the bottom is my reminder of what I have and haven't fed today. And I mentioned Moana's boat is not fully unlocked. It looks like it's got one more unlock. I really like having the fish. It's less fishing that I have to do. But it's also more fish that I can go ahead and cook with. Also, tiny apology, if you hear my air conditioner going on in the background. It is already hot in New York. I will also take some time while I'm gathering, and I will always, like, I'll come back and I'll drop my stuff off first before I sell to Goofy. I could technically sell everything, I guess. But just throughout the day, I'm really very much enjoying stopping by my house. It's fun. It's a calm thing that I can do throughout the day. And it's just nice to do for me. But I'm doing a stack of absolutely everything and then typically selling any of the extras past that. And you'll notice that sometimes I can't count, and sometimes I also miss what spots things are in. Like, I always forget where my okra is. I should probably have this just a touch more organized. But I don't know. I guess I can spend more time looking for things a little bit. Like tomatoes, I've probably gone past it 4 times, and there they are. Now, since we're right here looking at cooking ingredients and such, let me talk about the recipes. Another thing that I'm doing that I know in Animal Crossing I 100% didn't consider, or do, or pay attention to, was when it came down to recipes, I went and I got all of them. I collected literally everything from everywhere and anyone I could. And now with cooking in now with cooking in Dreamlight Valley, what I end up seeing is that yes, I could technically go onto one of the guides and 100% cook everything that I see here, that I have ingredients for, etc. Because I'm sure I've had ingredients for every single thing that's here at some point in time. But you'll notice that I don't have them all filled out. I am still missing quite a few. And that's actually on purpose. I will wait until a character wants it as their favorite item to make it for them. Especially Eric, because he's my only one. So, like, he wants Mushu's kanji. I will finally unlock that today, because I haven't made it before. But he wants that, and that's what is giving me the oomph to go ahead and make those recipes. Also, if anybody at Remy's restaurant happens to want something I haven't made before, that's my excuse to finally make it. And I will still cook for them too in Remy's restaurant, even though I have max friendships with everybody. Because it kind of gets me in that habit. That daily checklist that I mentioned, the planner page that I made, does actually have that listed on there. So it's got your 3 gifts in your discussions, and then in your plaza tasks, it mentions to feed the villagers at Chez Remy. So there are, lots of cool tidbits on that list as well. But it's just something else that I've gone ahead and done to kind of keep me going. I know there's recipes I haven't unlocked, and the completionist in me wants to go ahead and unlock them. But at the same time, I'm not too concerned on pushing myself to get there. Now, I know something that we haven't talked about yet is decorating. If you played Animal Crossing for any longer than a couple of hours, and you have gone ahead on the internet and looked up anything Animal Crossing related, you will know that a lot of us went hard for decorating our islands. And it was really satisfying at the time. I'm not mad that I did that. In the moment. Now, looking back on it, I wish I hadn't pushed myself as much as I ended up doing so, because my island was supposed to be like a Christmas-themed island by the time I was done with a charity thing. And it was actually a charity redemption that we had done, but my community and I in the end decided we weren't going to do it for the simple reason that I wasn't enjoying it anymore. Decorating wasn't fun. So, in Dreamlight Valley, I want to keep my love of decorating alive. I know I talked about that already a little bit in regards to my kitchen in my house, because my house is not, wildly decorated here. But in regards to our outdoors, I am doing a little area at a time. So the first thing that I did, and I'm not even technically done, because as you can see, but the first thing I did was I wanted every crop on display in some fashion, but I wanted somewhere that made sense to have my trees and berry bushes that I could go to each day. Didn't have to be close by, it just ended up being close by. And I also wanted it to kind of look pretty, because I wanted something that was cute for me to walk through and enjoy. So I made this trellis outlined garden. There's bushes on either side, and the bushes are there, and then I've got 3 trees on either end, and then 1 on each side for both edges. These bushes will probably get moved somewhere else, and I'm not mad that it's going to be in another area that might be a little more difficult to get to. That'll give me another reason to go get them. My other banana trees are here, and I'm still working on what to do with the rest of my trees, as you can see over here. But I finally felt like it was time to decorate a second area. But I'm not decorating it and making it perfect right out the gate. and calling it done. In my mind, this is forever evolving because I don't know what they're going to come out with next. I don't know what they're going to tell me I need to put out here in the plaza. And that's okay. I am totally okay with that. But I made this kind of like high-end street area over here. So we've got Chez Remy, Remy's house, and Scrooge's. And like they're in this section. And it also forces me to walk down and look at Scrooge's shop to see what's in there versus seeing it from a distance and going, I'll check it later. I made it, important to put down the clock tower that Minnie had me make because it was a quest item. So to me, it felt important to her. And she has to live in the village too, even if she's digital, so I'm putting it down. This is a Beauty and the Beast item that I've been wanting to use ever since I got it. So I did. And then I added some trees on the edges. And I haven't gone out and like mega farmed a bunch of iron to make more of these light posts, because I do of course want to put 2 more right there. Because again, I just want to enjoy the game and keep loving it. I don't want to fall out of love with this game. This just feels very much like home to me right now. This is my kind of game. This is my kind of thing. And I've fallen out of love with a lot of games that are similar. So I'm just hoping that together we can learn from my mistakes and have a better opportunity to continue loving this game for a very long time. As I've done this pan over, you'll see I really haven't done much with everywhere else. There's been a little decorating, like a little bench there. I have a crafting bench here. I got that last night, so I put it over there. And I still have coconut trees on the beach. They'll probably forever be on the beach because it just makes more sense to me that way. But I haven't gone too wild on getting all of this set up at all. So in regard to decorating, I've just done this section, and that is the entire bit of the valley that I've done. I, of course, plan to decorate more. I want to do so much more. But in the grand scheme of things, I want to keep my love for the game going. And so far, it's working. Also, my house is not fully unlocked, and I'm okay with that. I have not gone ahead and really fully pushed for that to get done. So we've gone over quite a few tips and tricks. Again, this is just what I've thought about personally for myself, but I've had a few other people that I know from the Animal Crossing communities that I've was/am a part of that really found some value in the tips that I was talking about with them. So I decided to throw it all together into this video, just in the hopes that we can learn from my mistakes, our mistakes, etc. These opinions work for me. They may not end up working for you, and that's okay. I just hope that you walk away from this with just the smallest tidbit to help you in your gameplay. We'll be doing some more tips and tricks here and on my TikTok, which I will also have linked in the description. The Dreamlight Valley Dailies Planner page that I made is for free on my Gumroad, which I will also have, again, in my description. From one burned out Animal Crossing player to another, as I suspect you might be because you're watching this video, best of luck to you in keeping the magic alive. I know we can do this, and I know we've got this together. And from me to you, until next time, much love and fairy dust.